Welcome to the Finny Games. It's your host, BBG, aka BrokeBlackGamer. Today, I just want to talk about why I'm not excited for the 5000 series of GPU. Uh, Nvidia's 5000 series GPUs. Sorry. There's just, for me, it with the... I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Like, I don't know why. I have a hard time getting this off my chest. But I think like a lot of people, oh man, it's like you're watching my live reaction of me not really liking Nvidia anymore. Like, I really don't want to do it, but I feel like I have to. Nvidia sucks. Like, I have a 4080 Super, and I have to use frame generation and upscaling to play a game from 2020. And I know like Cyberpunk is overly demanding, but you guys couldn't figure out how to play it in 4 years. And I know it's not that simple because I mean we've only had 5 or 6 GPUs in between. Like, who the hell could figure it out? I don't know. Um, but anyway, this 4080 Super, it still can't get the job done. It is still punked by Cyberpunk. Uh, and I know it's a very, very, very extremely demanding game. It is. And that's why you make it a very extremely, extremely powerful GPU. Like the 4090. The 4090 was available to people who had a lot of money, and that was it. And it could play just fine. But the rest of us, we could just sit here and marvel with our $1,000 GPU and just go, wow, huh. I wish I had that extra $1,500 because if I did, I'd be playing that. Yeah, yeah. And I know, like, I've been attacked. And I was a little acquiescent today because every time I say something bad about Nvidia, it turns into a WWE promo in my brain in the comment section. Someone will come to me like, "You better slap two brain cells together, boy, brother. You better believe that and say your prayers. The Nvidia mania is coming for you. I'm an Nvidia maniac, and we're coming for you, brother." And I'm just like, whoa, 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 whoa. I own a 4080 Super myself. I'm not trying to start a fight. And just because I say something that's pro AMD, that doesn't mean I'm anti Nvidia. Just like if I say something that's pro AMD, it doesn't mean I'm anti Nvidia. And sorry, the other way around. Sorry if you remember what I said. Uh, but yeah, so whatever. Uh, but yeah, like Nvidia fanboys, like if you guys were an army, like I would, I wish y'all are my army. I could give you the boot. I could man you over as far as you can go, and you guys would do anything I ask. Like, dang, like wow, whew! I never met such a wild group of individuals. For the most part, like the PC community as a whole, it's very, very level headed. But every now and then you get that Nvidia fanboy, and it's just like, man, he won't even buy a 4090. He won't even buy a 4080 Super. He's just a fan of the game. Uh, whew. But these Nvidia boys, I almost don't want to. Like, I've had a really rough upbringing, and like the places I came from, they if they would have had your back like these Nvidia boys, man, like I'd be what's up. I wouldn't be sitting right here today. But that man, Nvidia boys, you guys got it going on. But again, I'm not excited about this new upcoming GPU because any of these upcoming GPUs, the 5090, like with the third 2 gigabytes of VRAM, they continue to lay it on thick about the 1080 Ti really being dead. Like GPU at that price point is really never coming back to that price to performance. They really just keep screwing it in. And I do believe that like the 4090 and the 5090, those will definitely be relevant for as long as the 1080 Ti. And I mean that as long as they're using these like DLSS and AI upscalers and all this stuff, for sure they'll definitely be like that. But these things like the 5080 and this one, they're going to be limited and they're going to be drug out with their VRAM capacity. So you're going to be stuck in that low VRAM purgatory hell every time you upgrade, like a lot of the entry level Nvidia gamers have to struggle through. Um, Buying a $300 GPU in 2024, and they're saying it's for 1080p gaming when the market is going more to 1440p games. They just continue to let us have it, which is why I'm excited for the new Intel Battle Mage GPUs and the I'm really excited for the 88XT that's supposed to have 480 super levels of performance, and it is better at ray tracing 45% to 50% of, I think what they said was 45%. Because I know the AMD boys, they're a lot cooler, but they're not going to crucify me for saying it. They'll just correct me in the comment section. I think it was 45% faster in ray tracing than the 7900 XTX. Yeah, and so like I'm excited about that card too. But like as far as all these Nvidia cards, I'm not excited about a single one of them. The 560, it's going to have. What do y'all think? 8 GB of VRAM, 9. It'd be the first card with 9 that I know of. That would be pretty cool. And it would just be like they're just saying it would be like just enough of an fu to make you smile. You know, like, oh, Nvidia, you got me again. Like that would be nice. But they did release a 4060 Ti with 16 gigabytes uh for nearly $500, but that's okay. The VRAM increased it and improved gameplay on anything. So blame developers, blame Nvidia, blame developers, blame Nvidia. They all work together. Who cares? I don't know who to blame. Blame everyone. Blame ourselves. So the yeah, that would be cool if they did, but it won't be powerful enough to give it the performance boost you wanted. They'll probably release it maybe just as powerful as the 3060 this time with the new DLSS features stacked on top of that. That would be cool for $500. And the 70 series GPUs, 12 gigabytes of VRAM, 16 gigabytes of VRAM. One is as good as the 4080 Super, but a little bit better. One is as good as the 4070 Ti Super, but a little bit better. And you're going to have limited VRAM. And you're going to be paying close to $800. Maybe more. I don't care. Oh, and then we have the 5080. Woohoo. Another very powerful card. It's a little bit more powerful than the 4090, except it has less VRAM, 8 gigs less. So if you're trying to 4K game and max everything out, you're going to learn. Trust me, I know. You're going to run out of VRAM rather quickly. I don't care what they tell you. You run out of it quickly. And I know I can go around and play with the settings, and I can do this, and I can do that, and I can hocus pocus and wave my wand, and I can make the perfect game. I can do that. But some things, I just feel like I shouldn't have to do that yet. And then that brings me to the 5090. It's going to be the absolute most perfect, wonderful GPU. 32 gigabytes of VRAM, a million, over 9,000 power level. Best thing I've ever heard about in my entire life. And I'm going to go look at it at Micro Center, and I'll have my hand on the window like a little puppy, just salivating. Oh man, I really wish I could have that. But it's not going to happen. It's not, because it's going to cost over $2,000, obviously. And with these tariffs and everything else, maybe closer to 3. So that won't be in my house anytime soon. And I know everyone's just going to say, just be happy with your 4080 Super. I got played, though. I played myself. And I'm tired of being played by Nvidia. And it's just like, that's why I'm not excited about these new cards. Like, I don't want to have to buy a, like, I want my dream card to be an 80 series card. I want my dream card to be an 80 series card. I want to put it in there and be like, I'm set for 3 to 4 years for my taste and my preferences. That would feel great for $100 to $1,500. That would feel good. Honestly, that's high, but I can deal with that. But if it's just, but over $2,000, like, nah, can't do it. So that's why I'm not excited about this card, this 5000 series. I feel like it doesn't really have anything special to offer. It's just feels like another soulless generation. But yeah, like for those of you who are willing to pay for the high premium, cool. Let me know how it feels. I mean, yeah. So it's just that's just my take. Nvidia, it's just I don't really think I don't really think it's worth playing anymore. Like it's not worth paying that much to get, because honestly, that's the only experience I want. I want to play the top and like feel like I'm playing close to the top at least. But if they're just going to keep putting like 40-30% margins in between the 80 series and the 90s, they they just killed out my whole group, my whole niche group. They killed us. Like it's not a 4080 anymore. It's not, sorry, not a 4080. It's not a, it doesn't feel like an 80 series card anymore. 70 series cards don't feel like the 70 series cards anymore. 60s don't feel like the 60s. I'm a doomer, it's true. I wish it were the 90s again. Back in my day, we had better GPUs. Like I would, that's me. So if you feel like, old man, sit down, then I will. I will. I am. But yeah, so that's what I have to say today. I'm not excited about this upcoming generation. A lot of people wanted me to talk about what Nvidia, or actually everyone's pretty mixed. I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about AMD for moving forward. But I just didn't really want to talk about it because I don't have an AMD card yet. I definitely 100% want to get the 8800 XT for this channel. I'm excited for that card. And I think they said it was around $450. And if that's the case, then I think that would be the GPU I recommend for anyone, even ray tracing lovers. But anyway, with that being said, yeah, that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say about these GPUs, except I'm not really excited for Nvidia. Ugh. And for all of the people who are saying no card can do it except the 4090, that's the problem. My standards aren't too high. Some people's standards are just too low. I think it would be realistic because it was realistic before. And they have $3.3 trillion, more money, more tech than ever before. We can have a little bit better GPUs so that they can be a little bit more future-proof. They said that they never want to make another 1080 Ti experience again. Well, can we at least get maybe like something around there? So we can all enjoy the newest and greatest games without having to compromise so much. That's all I'm asking.